Welcome to the Curie Club podcast.
We did it.
When I was a kid, mother's business manager completely wiped her out, stole her life savings, her pension.
Oh my God.
And I was like less than a year old. And so it was literally from my entire childhood, my parents were really working from ground zero.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
And so we were living from paycheck to paycheck. So as far as oh, she grew up, with a iconic actress or something as a mother, it really wasn't like that. We were struggling for all of my childhood, really.
Yeah.
There was, when there was a job coming in, it was great, but then there would be the dry period. And it was always a reality. And it was more of having a working actress as a mother and a working musician as a father. And musicians have it just as hard as if not even harder than actors, especially in this age with Napster that ruined the music industry, and then by Spotify, and now actors are feeling it because of streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no pilot season anymore. Like it's a completely different climate. It's always been a difficult business, music and film.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's this unreadable beast that it's just the technology really has, not to sound like a dinosaur, but it's like it really has kind of screwed a lot of creative businesses.
For instance, I'm going through postpartum issues, and for her, she sometimes it's like
it's too strong of a woman. Like
it's also European mindset where they don't talk about it. I don't talk about it, but I told her, hey, are you still aware of this, that I'm going through stuff? Sometimes even over text message, I can feel somebody.
Me too.
Actually, my friend, she's also a mom and same age. Our kids are same age. And I was like, hey, how are you? I just felt something. And I'm like, I think some people don't have that because they are selfish, but I certainly, I'm lucky. Somehow I feel some people's energy. That's it.
Same.
Yeah. Across the pond, we call it. Our best friend back home, I felt for a few days the other week, like something is off, and I'm like, I'm afraid to text.
I have a similar issue. It's like when because like I've always had that since I was a kid.
I love that.
Pick up instantly if it was like the energy was off with someone or if someone was sad. Like not claiming to be like a medium or anything like that, but sensitive and
intuitive.
I remember this one time we were house hunting and it sounds very off topic, but I have a point. But
I love this.
But I remember it was like one of the many moves, but we were looking, I think it was in San Diego or something. But we walked into this house and I was about maybe 10 or 11, and I immediately just burst out crying and had to leave the house and went back to the car. And then the broker told us that the woman that had left there, the woman that had lived there before, she passed away there and she was alone and had no family. Because the energy was so heavy. But back to as far as being empathic, of like being able to through a text or just picking up someone's energy, that's how I've always referred to it, and feeling like you can't, like it's best to leave them alone for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's very frustrating if it's someone that you care about, and because you just are like, I want to know what's wrong, but I don't want to.
I have that,
and I agree. Walking into a house, like you said,
ask you, do you love dogs or cats better?
I love all animals, but I do love dogs, though.
Yeah, they are waiting for you. They will love you, even if you are pissed. If you are like in a worse mood, to them you are perfect.
Yeah,
yes,
I like that.
Animals. Well, I mean, humans are animals, really. The worst animal.
Oh my God, yeah.
But really, dogs are just infinitely better than people.
Much better.
When we spoke about houses and like the feeling, like when you enter, like you felt a dead house, probably you guys didn't go for it. I read that quote that your mom lived on Cielo Drive after Shannon Tate was killed. How did she feel anything in that house?
No, she was actually very, I think she said in her book, and I think she had said in multiple interviews that she said that because she lived in the house 3 weeks after
I
that
can't
happened.
believe that.
Oh my
3 weeks
gosh.
after.
She spoke to Sharon I think it was a couple of weeks beforehand, and she just said she was so sweet and just so excited to be having a baby. And she was like, I've heard so much about you. And because my mother's manager owned Cielo Drive and
Yeah.
she rented it to Roman and Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and his name was Rudy. And he was kind of a dodgy dude, but
Yeah.
that he was in Italy I can't remember what film festival, but Roman was in Italy as well with
Yeah.
and Rudy, and he got the call
Oh my God.
when that
Horrific.
happened. Uh, Um, yeah, but she said that she felt nothing but sweetness and just
Really?
she said that Sharon, even through the phone, just had a very strong, sweet energy. And
Like an angel.
Yeah.
But when your mom lived there, was it like still the same furniture, or it was like she could?
those picture there are pictures of Sharon Tate where she's like packing to go. I think it was to film her last movie.
Yeah.
But that bedroom,
Mm.
that room ended up being my mother's room.
Oh my
Oh
God.
wow. Oh
Wow.
my God.
So and it looked exactly the same. And she said honestly, as far as the energy in the house, it just felt very sweet, and it didn't feel dark or
Because it takes her energy.
Yeah. Because
yeah.
somebody will say,
But she said there was one day she said she because my mom was so young, she was like 17,
Oh my God.
baby.
so she was living there. And she said this one day, well, there were two instances, but there was one day where she was at the sink, and she looked up and she saw that I think it was Linda Kasabian, and the cops were there because obviously it was so recent, but she was pointing out where the bodies were
Wow. Oh my
because
God.
her around the property, and my mom was making like coffee or something, and she did it didn't that's when it like registered with her. When,
Yeah.
like and then this other instance was she was in the living room and she
Mhm.
looked up at the ceiling, and you know how it was like wood beams. So
Yeah.
she saw like a tiny blood spatter.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
God.
wanted to ask,
And
did they
that
professionally clean this there, like before she moved in?
oh yeah,
Probably they did.
yeah, as far but they obviously missed a spot, and
Yeah.
you
Because
know
it was a bloodbath.
Yeah,
and
she was so strong woman. I mean, a good person walked in,
Yeah.
to not disturb, let's say, energy or unfinished business. Obviously, she never had a baby.
That's so sad.
yeah,
It's very sad, but for me, when I read it, I'm like, man, like that. I mean, your mom was like a baby, going
yeah,
to live there, and she wasn't scared, and obviously, she was also intuitive person to feel the
Yeah.
energy, and obviously it was okay. But a lot of people like me, I always think like, oh my God, how was it? Because
no, but also like another thing is that my mom, alongside being a child, really 17
yeah,
child, um it was the 60s.
yeah,
Innocence was still, I mean, that innocence kind of, as far as in Hollywood, I think, but
yeah,
in LA died when that
yeah,
happened because that nothing like that had really happened before.
never,
No.
yeah,
And but as far as like my mom, like she was still very innocent and very pure, and
very,
didn't think that hadn't really registered yet, and that's when those two instances is when it did. But she also, growing up in England,
yeah,
you know, there are so many old and inevitably haunted buildings
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yes.
that I think people don't realize, because a lot of the time, when my mom would tell people, when it would come up in conversation, she didn't like she didn't go around saying like, I lived at Cielo Drive.
Yeah, let me talk about it now.
Yeah, she's like so normal, you know.
It was not like that at all, very private. But like if it ever came up, they'd be like, oh my God, you lived there and stuff. Like they'd immediately get very judgmental, and I don't think they took into account like
the age.
Growing up in England, it's like if you don't want to live somewhere where someone possibly died, it's like, or if a horrific.
Honestly, I think there are worse places, like you said about that house when you were a kid. Like you felt something that was terrible.
Yeah,
there was I mean, as you said, I mean, your mother said Shannon Tate was and I always read like a sweet soul, and I mean, extremely beautiful. That's besides that, it's like her energy stayed.
Yeah.
Like I'm big on that. You know, because like when we were like moved to like apartments here, you would feel like it's like the best looking place,
and you are like, I don't want to live here,
and you are like, I don't see myself being here at all. Like, you know, you can give me $0 and I do not want to live here for I don't know what reason. And you know, but like for you it was like you kind of
felt something,
felt the presence of like negativity and stuff.
Yeah, as far as that house in particular, it just felt so sad. And I didn't, but it hit me like a wall. Like it was just like a rock. Like and it was weird because we'd been looking at other houses that day, and I just walked in and just burst out crying.
That's like, I always believe like that's a sign, you know. I love vintage stuff, so a lot of things like, you know, when there is like a fair, I like to buy old stuff. I'm not a person that likes modern. Like I actually, her husband, when his mother died, he gave me this like fantastic furniture from his mom, and energy is good. But I believe that some, like even when you pick up a stuff, that they carry some energy. I buy vintage clothes, like I don't buy much new. And sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to wear this. Something is like off here, because they also carry energy. And
jewelry as well, I think.
Yeah, I when I was engaged, actually, prior to meeting my husband, like 2 years before, it was a vintage ring that I got. And I believe up until today, I mean, it was actually blessing in disguise to just call off the engagement and everything. But I told Ivana, as soon as I put that ring on something was off. I didn't feel, and I wouldn't wear it. And
very weird from you.
And I love jewelry to the point that I will be Christmas tree. I love jewelry. Okay, today I didn't put it because I was rushing. And I told her, and then she asked me once, why you don't wear this beautiful ring? I said, I don't know. And it was blessing in disguise. And I always told my mom, throw holy water on that ring.
Sage.
Yes.
Let me do it. Like, but that actually you are right, because like she's usually I'm always jewelry.
Yeah.
Like, and she took from me. I'm like you don't have enough, but like I'm more minimalistic, and she can work it. I said, like, if I see some stuff, I'm like, that's Maria.
Like, I can be like, if I could be like Frida Kahlo, and
without mustache
and like unibrow.
Okay, that's a joke.
I love her. Like for me, she's
project wife.
Yeah, I adore her, and like she was like such a unique artist, and I connect with her. Okay, I love Salvador Dali, but for her I connect, and I'm like, she was so out of, like, coming to New York in that era, like her fashion, she was just unique herself, like a Mexican. And I'm like, I could be walking around like that.
Wait, he was in New York? I thought San Francisco.
No, New York, when Diego was doing his commission art.
Man, he was fat, but okay.
Yeah, okay. We digress.
Yeah.
So, yeah, coming to the energy, I think...
And he cheated on her.
Yeah, I hate it.
You know, like Stephen Hawking, like, you know, he was in wheelchair, barely moving a muscle, and I read somewhere, not trashing anybody, it's like he blinked or something, and he divorced and married the nurse.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Ivana is
I'm
like...
sorry, I'm now completely like, probably you're like, who is this weird person? And I'm like, if a woman looks like that, now I am gonna put like a label on it. and she blinks, looking like that, you know, no beautiful male nurse is gonna be like, I am married.
Yeah, it's
you know, it's like
there is true in that.
Yeah, so he left that wife and married that nurse. I mean, he lived a long life for that syndrome or whatever it was, but like, okay,
Illness, I think.
illness, whatever it was. I mean, he was brilliant and all, but like, you know.
But going back,
Yeah.
when I received the furniture and her husband, because the mother-in-law suffered from dementia, he said, wow, first, when he had first meal here and sat at the table,
Yeah.
and he redid like the wood, he said, I didn't sit in years, and he felt like it belongs here.
And he said that like he kind of feels her being happy about it.
That is used.
Because she was very engaging woman. I like did not see that part.
She's social,
Very like social. So he said, I think it went to a right person. It can't fit in like aesthetic where we live.
No, it's my aesthetic.
It is. Yeah, like so. Yeah,
I received one of her like a jacket, like a light jacket, and I felt like when I washed it out, he said, I can't believe you pulled it off. She was a little bit like taller than me, but it works on me. I like baggy clothes. And I put few pins, and he was like, yeah, it goes to you somehow. So I believe in all of that, honestly. When person walks in, sometimes I was like, I don't know why I'm not drawn to this person and we're not going to be friends. It just doesn't click, you know?
Yeah.
And probably you had that too.
Yeah, you can read energies very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad because like I think only intuitive person they do, because like you know, there is a deeper, I think, in you, and like okay, in us too.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm calling but it's just like intuition. I always say I listen to my intuition.
Ivana is more like listening her intuition. The other day I didn't. I should have put my kids for a nap, and I wanted to
Okay, that's not intuition. That's just like,
I think you're gonna joke. But I have a couple of like fun questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, I asked coffee or tea. Okay.
Yeah.
We jogging or walking?
Walking.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Beach or snow?
Depends on my mood.
Okay. Same. Can you ski?
Sorry?
Do you ski? Do you know how to ski?
No.
Me either. I would not go on that.
My last attempt at skiing, I was like 5. Like I didn't make it off the bunny slope. It was
That was
same.
But if I had a job where I had to ski, I
would tumble, and I can be somewhere with a hot chocolate observing like that movie Holiday, you know, like like whatever.
With hot chocolate, I will do it.
Yeah, but like not like anything else.
So if you can choose one superpower, which one would you choose to have?
Like, you know, like you mean like Marvel movies?
No, like, you know, you can hear someone's thoughts, or
you can disappear.
Yeah, like superpower.
Well, I'm already a massive overthinker, so I think adding other people's thoughts into the mix might
I love it.
So I think teleportation.
Yeah, I think me too.
Tuvok calling any country out there.
It'd be a tie between teleportation and invisibility.
Yeah,
me too.
Like both. I would like a combo of being able to teleport but be invisible.
I love that. I would invisible part, so I can like just come and see like what's up somewhere. But I love this. I would actually love that I can like in a second be somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go visit my parents, and I don't need to be on a flight 10 hours, you know? Okay. Are you a night early bird or you stay up late?
Depends on my stress levels. Lately, it's been like 3 a.m. bedtime.
Yes. Oh, hello, Maria.
Everyone calmed.
Exactly. You understand twins, because like some people don't, and they when they just meet you, they start picking sides, and we are like, yo, no, because then we gang up again.
I just had enough of stress in general, and I think that everyone just needs to fucking
calm
down.
Calm down.
Yeah, when let's say my husband tells me, calm down. I said, nobody ever. Or breathe. I said, I'm breathing since I was born. So when you say that, you accomplished nothing. And I think saying with you, yes, saying calm down just brings extra rage. Because
yeah, it does. It
yeah,
does.
I'm like,
Right.
nobody ever accomplishes anything by saying calm down to a person. Actually, I think my mom, when we visit Croatia, says that, and I just turn. I said, what are you trying to accomplish here? Like, was like nothing. I'm just now even more angry.
Yeah. It's normally best, I think, when someone is in a temper, because I'm a moody bud. And, and as calm as you said that I seem and sound, it's an illusion. And if I'm in a particularly piss mood, then it's best to just, like, in my experience being one of them, it's best to just for people to just leave it alone and just let it pass, because it will pass. I will say men don't understand that for the moment.
No. He continues. And I
women
told him,
do
coming.
But then there are women that are clueless that will be like, oh, honey, do you need a hug? And it's like,
yeah, I don't need a hug.
I need to be left alone for a few hours so I can process and let this leave my being.
Leave my body
if I want to.
Yeah, I'm like, I know fresh air exists. I know where to get it. But like, it's not going to help me at this point, because I don't want to walk around with a pissed off face and then people think they did something and you can see it. Like, energy, you know.
I relate to that because not to bring mom up again, but she was, it's, I mean, obviously her being my mother, she could read me like she could like inside and out. But I've heard it from so many people where it's like, if I'm feeling sad or if I'm feeling upset or bad, it doesn't matter how much of a poker face I think I'm pulling. Unless I'm being paid, unless it's on a job.
Yeah,
but in life though, it's like my aura changes.
Yeah.
Not to sound woo-woo, but it's
but
it's like my whole energy field changes, and I can be saying I'm fine, and I think it's the same for most people. And if you're a sensitive person, you pick up on it. I have a question for you because you're both twins, and I've always been curious because I've of that twin connection. Like, if you're in different countries or just in different places, can you pick up on how you're feeling? Is that a real thing?
Yeah. It is so emotional. Yeah,
that's really cool. I mean, I'm sure there are
really like
it's even scary because I get fast heartbeat.
Me too.
And I'm like, something is going on. So I don't know, it's something exciting or is it a bad news? You know, sometimes it's really hard.
Our husbands are always like, I mean, we live 5 miles from each other. And I'm like something, I feel anxious. And I call her and she's like, just watching TV. I'm like, it's me. Okay. Because like, we really feel emotional each other. And even if we are fighting, which we did for 3 minutes before filming, because I'm always on time. Okay.
I hope that's not because I was texting you, because
I'm very much you are like,
I'm going through postpartum issues. Okay,
I get it. No, but like, my husband was late, and to me that causes extreme like a stress. So I don't want to be stressed out doing this, you know. Or again,
but you are wonderful.
You too.
But you're in good company, because I'm stressed out 24/7. So it's great.
Hey, I feel that lately, and I told my mom, and she told me, I mean, because she's not here, what about? I'm like, I'm not, you know, like, I'm not gonna, first of all, stress you, like, over maybe some stuff that sounds like, you know, trivial in a way.
Jogging or walking?
Walking.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Beach or snow?
Depends on my mood.
Okay. Same. Can you ski?
Sorry?
Do you ski? Do you know how to ski?
Me either. I would not go on that.
My last attempt at skiing, I was like 5. Like, I didn't make it off the bunny slope. It was
that was insane.
But if I had a job where I had to ski, I would tumble,
and I can be somewhere with a hot chocolate observing like that movie Holiday, like like whatever.
With hot chocolate, I will do it.
Yeah, but like not like anything else.
So if you can choose one superpower, which one would you choose to have?
Like you mean like Marvel movies?
No, like you can hear someone's thoughts, or
you can disappear.
Yeah, like superpower.
Well, I'm already a massive overthinker, so I think adding other people's thoughts into the mix might
I love it.
So I think teleportation.
Yeah, I think me too. Tuvok calling any country out there.
Yes, a tie between teleportation and invisibility.
Yeah, me too.
I think both. I would like a combo of being able to teleport but be invisible.
I love that. I would invisible part, so I can like just come and see like what's up somewhere. But I love this. I would actually love that I can like in a second be somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go visit my parents, and I don't need to be on a flight 10 hours.
Wow. By the way, I loved you in Look Away. That was like almost like twinish thing. Like you're like, what's going on here? Very cool.
It was, as far as, because I never really answered as far as like what my favorite role to play. That would honestly, as far as creative fulfillment, role, it would probably be Look Away.
Oh, I loved that. Like it was like so. Whoa! Like what?
He immediately called me and then said, "You need to now watch. We weren't together, and I hated it because I love to watch this special
movies together.
Like on the night we watched together, and we binged it. And my husband didn't exist. And now we.
It's like body horror, no?
Yeah.
I'll watch it, but another, as far as like horror movies, but the original Omen scared the shit out of me. But it's one of my favorites.
Do you like period pieces?
Yes.
Do you like? Yeah, me too.
I am dying to be in a period piece of any kind, but specific.
You would be perfect to say that you are made to be in a period with the beauty, with the elegance, like soft-spoken. I was like, I really wanna.
I would be a yeller and some kind of like those like that are in a kitchen like making something. That would be me.
You don't cook, Ivana.
Pretending,
okay,
Jesus,
okay,
whatever. But like, oh my gosh, period piece, you would be so great.
No, I would love to be.
Those like with plumpy cheeks, like
I know what you exactly
like they're like talking and like asking, give me a flower from stuff. That would be me.
I love it.
Or whatever.
Or you will be like a strict figure,
lady of the man,
yes,
or something like whatever. Really.
Oh my God! I think that's gonna be.
I mean, any kind of period piece I would adore being in, whether it be like a Jane Austen type of thing or
there. You hit her on the spot there. She's upset.
But a dream like period era that I would love to play in is like the Moulin Rouge kind of France and that, like a can dance.
I like that. We just spoke it
something like
so it's like manifesting. And I think like that's something. You're so young, so like oh my gosh, I could see you in something like that. I think you would do better than the.
And she will. I just feel it in my bones.
Me too. Talking about feeling and intuition, honestly.
I will say, and this is a very strange thing to put out there, because now you have me thinking of period pieces, and I'm going into hand. But I would love to do something in like. I know that Johnny Depp's never doing another Pirates of the Caribbean, but any kind of pirate kind of.
Yes, I love that.
Dirty, and it's like wearing a corset, and it's like just.
I know what you mean. Yes, I could see that. Like you're so versatile. Actually, that I could see you in like so many things.
So sorry if it took too much time. Maybe we do it again.
Of course.
Yeah, and in real time we do a tea time.
Yeah,
the babies are calling. They're summoning you. So, and it's really cheered me up talking to both of you.
Me too. Like, thank you so much.
And then I'll leave you to the babies because they're.
Okay. Thank you. Love you.
Talk to you soon. Bye.